Hi, I'm Sayed on Mass Online. Today's topic is joint probability distribution. So, some of the basic formulas that we have already discussed. Let me write down those formulas. I have told you about the expectation. So, let me write down the formula for the expectation or mean. We represent that by mu x. Mu x is equals to, so expectation is represented by E of x is equals to. So the formula that you have is summation of xi into f of xi. Then you have expectation for y represented as mu y is equals to e of y. This is represented as the summation of yj into g of yj. That's the expectation value you have. Then you have the expectation for ex represented as e of xy, and the formula that is given for this is it is summation of xi yj into j ij, and then you have the covariance. Covariance is represented by cov of x comma y. So we are trying to find out the covariance of x comma y. So the formula for this covariance is it is E of xy, it is minus of, it is mu x mu y, mu x mu y. So that's the formula for the covariance. Then we have the correlation. Correlation formula is represented by there is rho of x comma y. So rho of x comma y, the formula that we have is covariance of x comma y divided by it is sigma x sigma y, sigma x and sigma y, where sigma x and sigma y are the standard deviation. If you want to find out the variance, variance is represented by v of x, or you can even represent variance as a square of standard deviation. It is sigma x square, sigma x square. So its formula will be nothing but expectation of x square, expectation of x square minus of expectation of x square minus of it is mu x whole square, mu x whole square. Then you have the variance for y. So the variance for y will be equals to it is sigma y square, that will be equals to expectation of y square minus of mu y square. So expectation of x square. So the formula for expectation of a square will be it is summation of xi square into f of xi is similar to expectation of x. If expectation of x is there, you write summation of xi into f of xi. But if you have expectation of x square, you write summation of xi square into f of xi. In the same way, we'll write down the expectation for y square. Expectation for y square. Summation of yj square into g of yj. So this is the formula you have. It is e of y square. So just make a note over here. Make a note if x and y are, if capital X and capital Y are independent random variables. If they are independent random variables, they are independent random variables, then you can write down the expectation for xy. Expectation for xy will be expectation of x into expectation of y. Covariance of x comma y, its value will be equals to 0, and therefore you will be getting, if covariance is 0, if you go back to the formula that you have for correlation formula that I have given you earlier here, correlation, you can see formula number 5. Formula number 5, if you try to see covariance in the case of the independent random variable, covariance is 0. So now if I put 0 over here, I will be getting the correlation to be 0 by anything will be 0 itself. Therefore, correlation will also be equals to 0. So the value of rho will also be equals to 0. So I can write rho of x comma y. The correlation value will also be equals to 0. So these are some of the set of formulas. All the formulas are easy. You need to just glance over it once. I'll try to take up the first example. So the question is, joint distribution of two random variables x and y are given in the table. Compute the following. You have to find out the expectation of x, expectation of y. Over here, expectation of y will be your capital Y value. Expectation of y. Expectation of x, expectation of y. We need to find out expectation of xy. We need to find out the standard deviation of x and y, covariance of x and y, and the correlation of x and y. All this list of formulas are given. So one by one we are going to use those formulas. So joint probability distribution is given. First I'll try to find out the distribution for x separate, for the variable x separate, right, and for the variable y separate. For that I'll try to find out the values of f of xi and g of yj values. So for that, let us try to draw this table once again. So this is the value of x you have. The value is 1 and 5 over here. You have y values. Y values are -4, 2 and 7. The corresponding probabilities are given over here. It is 1 by 8, 1 by 4 and 1 by 8. Second row, the values are 1 by 4, 1 by 8 and 1 by 8. So I'll try to write down the value of f of xi over here. So if you want to write down f of xi over here, you need to just add all these values, all the probabilities you need to add. So if you try to add the probabilities, you will be getting 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. So you need to just add these first row values, 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, the probabilities. So you will be getting 1 by 2. So similarly, we'll try to add the second row values, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. So once again, you'll be getting the value to be 1 by 2. So you got f of xi. Similarly, along this column, we need to add. So I'll try to find out g of yj values. G of yj values will be addition of the columns. So these two values you need to add the probabilities. So 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4, 3 by 8. So similarly, the second column you need to add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. Once again, it will be 3 by 8. Similarly, the last column you need to add over here 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. You'll be getting 1 by 4. So these are the values that we have got. Now I'll try to rewrite this in the form of the distribution of x separate and distribution of y separate. Therefore, the distribution of x will be distribution of x. So distribution of x will be. So suppose if I want to write down this distribution of x value, you are having xi value and f of xi value. So whatever values that we have got over here for f, I'll try to write down. X values are known. These are the two values of x, 1 and 5. 1 and 5. So 1 represents the first row. First row value for f of x is 1 by 2, that value. So you have to write down 1 by 2 over here. Similarly for the second row value represents this 5. Again 1 by 2. So that value you have to write down over here. 1 by 2. So this is the distribution of x you have obtained. Similarly, I try to write down the distribution for y. So if you want, you can just write down this in the form of the table. Then let us write down the distribution for y. Right? So distribution of y. So you have yj value and g of yj value. Yj value is, these are the values that you have, yj. So this represents your y value. -4, 2 and 7. So let us write down those values over here. Minus of 4, 2 and 7. Now corresponding to 4, you have this value of g of yj, that is 3 by 8. Corresponding to 2, you have 3 by 8. Corresponding to 7, you have 1 by 4. So let us write down those values of g of yj. 3 by 8, 3 by 8, 1 by 4. So we just write it in the form of the table over here. Okay, now let us move on to finding out the first result, that is expectation of x. The first result that we have is expectation of x. We know the expectation of x formula. Expectation of x is summation of xi into f of xi. So here if you try to check, you need to just multiply the value of x and f. So xi into f. So how many values of x and f are there? Just go on multiplying and adding it. So first value of x into xi into f of xi will be 1 into half. So it is 1 into half plus the next set of values of x and f of xi is 5 into 1 by 2. It is 5 into 1 by 2. Only these two set of values are there. So we will be getting the value as 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. So this will be equals to 3. Expectation of x value has been obtained. Similarly, we'll try to find out the expectation of y. The second result, expectation of y. So the formula that you have is the summation of yj into g of yj. So you have to take the product of y into g. So the first value of yj that you have is -4 into the first value of g of yj is 3 by 8. -4 into 3 by 8 plus the next set of values are 2 into 3 by 8. This particular value 2 into 3 by 8 plus you have 7 into 1 by 4. 7 into 1 by 4. So you will be getting the value to be 1. If you simplify, you will be getting 1. So two results are over, E of x and E of y. And both the results belong to the first point itself. This is point number 1. So under this you have 2 bits. So we have calculated the first one. Then we will move on to the second one. So the second bit that we have, is we need to find out the expectation of xy. Expectation of xy. It is summation of xi yj into jij. So what does this jij represent? Jij is given in the table. These are the values that are there. So in this joint probability distribution, this represents the J11, J11. This is J12. This is J13. First row values. The second row values will represent J21, J21. This will represent J22. This will represent J23. These are the values that you have, and you already have the values of xi. This will represent your x1 value. This will represent your x2 value. So you already have written here 1 and 5. Similarly, you can write down the values of y. So this value will represent your y1 value, this value will represent your y2 value, this value will represent your y3 value. So accordingly you need to write down. So how to write down this product over here? So instead of writing it one by one, the values over here, you can see x has to be multiplied by y has to be multiplied by jij. So what you have to do over here is, it's 1 multiplied by -4, that is multiplied by 1 by 8, x into y into jij. For every term, for all this first row you have to complete. So after this, again you have to go for 1 multiplied by this 2 multiplied by 1 by 4, x into y into j. Then once again you have to go for the next value that you have, that is this x multiplied by this y and this y multiplied by j. This will be the first row. In the same way we'll go for the second row. So first let us complete the first row values. So first row values, if I try to write down, so it will be x1 y1 j11. Next plus, you have to go for the first row. First you are still in first row x1. Next you have to multiply with second value of y, then you have j12. Then again plus x1 y3 j13. This will be the first row values. You have to continue the addition plus move on to the second row. The second value of x will be x2. Then once again you have to multiply with y1 j21 plus x2 multiplied by the second value of y2 j22 plus x2 multiplied by y3 into j23. You can observe over here, whenever I'm writing this values over here, x1 y1, it will be this values, x value y value 1 1, so you'll be getting 1 1 over here. So when you take x1 y2, this together you will be getting 1 2 over here. So here also x1 1 3 together you will be getting j13. So this is how you're going to write down the values. So now if you try to write down the values, as you know, it is 1 times of minus of 4 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 2 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 7 into 1 by 8. This is the first row values. Plus we'll continue with the second row. Second row is 5 into minus 4 into 1 by 4 plus next value 5 into 2 into 1 by 8 plus 5 into 7 into 1 by 8. So you will be getting 3 by 2. You're getting 3 by 2. So we'll move on to the next bit, that is bit number 3. So we need to calculate a sigma x and sigma y. First we'll try to calculate sigma x square. So we have the formula for sigma x square. So we have sigma x square. Sigma x square will be nothing but it is e of x square minus of it is mu x square. That is one of the formula you have. The second formula that you have is sigma y square. Its value will be nothing but it is e of y square minus of mu y square. We know the value of mu x and mu y value. So what is this mu x and mu y value? The values that we obtain as ex and ey. So those are the values. But we have to calculate e of x square and e of y square. So let us try to calculate e of x square. So first let us try to evaluate e of x square. So if you want to evaluate e of x square, the formula that we have is summation of xi square into f of xi So once again you will try to repeat only with the values of x over here. So all the values of x has to be multiplied by f of x, but you have to take x square value. So start with x square value. So try to see this table, distribution of x table. You know the value of xi and you know the value of f of xi. You already calculated e of x. So in place of this x over here, you are getting x square. So you have to square and then multiply with f of x. So that's the difference you can find here. So let us try to evaluate that one. So you can see the table and evaluate. The first value of x that you have is 1. 1 square will be 1 into f of x value will be 1 by 2 plus next value of x is 5. So it is 5 square multiplied by f of x will be 1 by 2. So 13 you are getting. Similarly, we'll try to evaluate e of y square value. So e of y square will be summation of it is yj square into g of yj. So you have to square the value of y and then multiply with g of yj. So go back to the distribution of y table. Check it. The first value of yj that you have is minus 4. So minus 4 square you have to take because it is square value here. Y square value into g of yj is 3 by 8 plus the second value of y is 2. So 2 square times of g of yj value is 3 by 8 plus the next value of yj is 7. So 7 square multiplied by 1 by 4. Evaluate this value. 79 by 4 will be the value. This e of x value that is there. So this e of x value will represent your mu x value. And this e of y value will represent your mu y value. So those values are known. Mu x value is 3 and mu y value is 1. So those values we'll try to take and evaluate it. So therefore we have that sigma x square. Therefore sigma x square will be equals to it is e of xy. E of xy is 13 minus of mu x. Mu x value is 3. So it will be 3 square. So I'm just using this formula that you have over here. So this formula I'm trying to use. Sigma x square is e of x square minus of mu x square. So that value I'm using over here. 4. Sigma x square is 4. Then sigma x will be root of 4 which is 2. So the first value you got sigma x value to be 2. Similarly, we'll try to find out sigma y square. Sigma y square, you already know the formula that you have. Sigma y square is this particular formula. E of y square is 79 by 4 minus y value is 1. So it is just 1 square. It is 75 by 4. Therefore, your value of sigma y will be equals to it is root of 75 by 4. So approximate to the decimal place, the value is 4.33. Now let us move on to the next result. We need to find out the covariance. Covariance will be covariance of x comma y. Covariance of x comma y will be equals to it is e of xy minus of e of x into e of y. This is the formula we have. You can even write down this in terms of e of xy minus this ex value can be written as mu x. Ey value can be written as mu y. These are the two representations that you have for the given formula. Either you write the first representation or you write the second representation. Both means the same. So we know the value of e of xy. So the value of e of xy is 3 by 2 minus of mu x value or e of x expectation. We have 3. And what is the second expectation we have got? Its value is 1. Try to simplify this one. Minus 3 by 2. Covariance is minus of 3 by 2 you're getting. Now then we need to find out the correlation. Correlation rho of x comma y. The formula that you have is covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x into sigma y, which will be equals to covariance is minus 3 by 2 divided by sigma x, its value is 2, sigma y value is 4.33 minus 0.173. So you'll be getting correlation to be minus 0.1732. So that's the required solution. That's all I have for today. Thank you.